Why did you actually refuse to do a job to Hogan?
I saw Hogan put in a magazine or something, Roddy Piper, and says, a lot of take, not much give. I guess you're damn right. Isn't that the idea? I had been around by that time, I'm not sure how many years, and I had got over in Los Angeles. I went to Portland, then I went to Carolinas, then Atlanta, etc. So I had a track record. Now, when what they wanted, Hogan was a champion. Snooker had just got beat by Morocco, and okay, going for the gusto here. It's MTV. Everybody's going to see it. We're still very much in that one-off mentality. Nobody's going WrestleMania 1. Nobody's doing that just yet. They're going, whoa, and the Greensboro show just happened, and okay, now the North comes back with the, all this attention, and boom, it hit, and it took us to a place that nobody has ever been before, the sport, meaning, and kicked it off.
What was your decision to make you not want to do a job, though? You just didn't want to?
With all that I just told you, I walk in and Vince McMahon and there's Hogan. I'd never wrestled Hogan, never touched him. You got ice cream bars, I got ice cream bars. MTV, why? Wait a second. Aren't you the heavyweight champion? Yeah. Is this for the title? No. Why? Why do you want to beat me, your hottest heel, who's got Piper's Pit? Now, Lou Albano had told me a long time before that, just because we go back to my size. Because of my size. If I let somebody, they could beat me up, but beat me, I'm dead meat from there. But especially at this time, I had got much bigger, but I should take it down. Oh, yeah. New York, that's right. Bruno goes to, you get a 6 month, and then you're gone, and Bruno goes to you, Bruno goes to you. That's the go-through one you want. No, I'm standing my ground. You ain't going through me. Because it wasn't like we were going to come back and do some business that would make up for the loss of real estate value. And I didn't, nor did anybody else know, with such a broad audience. It wasn't like I could change territories. What's going to come down here? And with all these unknowns going on, and McMahon putting every cent he had in it, McMahon wasn't thinking straight. I grabbed him, no, that's another story, it doesn't matter. And so I just says, no, man.
What did Vince say when you told him you wanted to do a job? What was his reaction?
I don't think anybody had ever said that to him before. He got quite mad. And I just said, we need to look at the logics and the math of this. Are you just looking to get one out of it? Because if that's what you're looking for, who you going to get as hot as me? Straight out like that. And he kind of looked at it and I said, listen, I can't afford to do this. And that's what he did on that one.
What about Hogan? What was his attitude towards this?
Hogan had already signed with the devil there. And for him, he was coming and swooping over, and to have me there as a peg, there became a lot of sincere animosity. Him for me not doing the job, and me as in jealousy because his promoter was cottonballing this guy and he wasn't me, and that was just pure human jealousy. But it caused for some serious sparks.
Now, obviously this led up to WrestleMania, and did a lot of the guys know that Vince was basically putting everything on the line for WrestleMania? He put all his money into
I don't think a lot knew back then, because as the press conferences, the ones in Rockefeller Center, and the real showing was the day of the event. Vince was going up and down the halls, time, boom, 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 and I think a reporter came. This is what it became evident. Reporter came and said something like, "Is wrestling real or fake?" And Vince goes, "I don't know." "Oh, good one." Yeah. Vin, come here. And he was going on. I actually grabbed him. I said, "Listen, you're driving us all crazy. We've had whatever, please stop." And this is about 20 or a half hour before. And he went to his room, and we went on and had a match, because really it was just another match, guys. Although it was going to be tight and it's exciting. I mean, if there was 2 people or if there was 1,000,000, it should be still the same energy kind of match.
Right. Did you think that WrestleMania would become the success that it has?
That was the big question. Are they going to hot shot the world and they're going to die into? And I was one of those that it ain't never going to last. Get it while you can. It ain't never going to last. Get it while you can. And here I am.
Wrestling Classic was the very first pay-per-view they ever really did before WrestleMania. I think it was you and Hogan again. Or was that after WrestleMania?
It was after.
Okay, it was after WrestleMania. It was the Wrestling Classic. And I guess you refused to do a job again to Hogan.
It was in Chicago. It's when they did that tournament, I think.
You might not remember.
I don't... What happened was, after I refused to do the first 2 jobs, they never asked me again. Like, I became king of the DQs.
Right.
I don't remember me refusing to do a job for Hogan after that. I may have, but I can't think of why I would refuse. So I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay. How frustrating?
Now you're starting thinking, I ramble and you're tongue-tied.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
How mad do you get when people say that Vince and Hogan are responsible for getting wrestling to where it was in the 80s, and they don't say Roddy Piper's name?
I used to get really angry. I used to get really mad. And as we said earlier in the shoot interview, if you go back and you look at it, everything is Roddy Piper, you're going to get your ass kicked. It's pretty simple. But as with Snuka, their main thrust was to get Hogan over. So anybody else that was staying up there was a threat. You see me, because I had another thought on it. See me again?
I was asking you about how angry did it make you when people always credited Vince and Hogan instead of your name?
You get a guy, you put all your money down on him, and you have WrestleMania and War to Settle the Score, and both of them are huge successes. Who draws money in wrestling? Who's responsible for the art of drawing money? The heel. Yes, you must have a great opponent, but when you have all the people we've talked to about earlier, and yes, Cindy Lauper was sister, saying Roddy Piper's going to get your ass kicked, Roddy Piper. They have the wrestlers who Roddy Piper are, which ones they're going for, and everything is, and Cindy Lauper. It's pretty right in your face.
How come Vince never had you and Hogan work house shows? Just because you guys didn't get along, or?
No. At the time, what they had done in looking at their talent and what they're doing, they're running 3 towns a night. And as I had said earlier, at that time we were the franchise. So Hogan put him there, Piper put him over there, so we've got these 2 towns drawn, and then what we've got left over, which we call your C town, and you have those towns drawn all the time. Rob, when you say that, though, they knew that I wouldn't take a dive. So it's possible that they kept me out of that. But just in logistics, 3 towns running, 2 top guys in a C town, I think is most of it. But I don't think that they wanted to get in that position again.